teach the Intergenerations program for Butterfly Effect Theater of Colorado.
Or Betsy.
This program invites high school students and older adults to listen to each other's stories, then create new original plays.
Over the past 10 weeks, our students have studied basic playwriting concepts and read a variety of short scripts.
They've conducted interviews with a partner of another generation.
And then they've each written a short play inspired by their partner's life experiences.
Today, you'll see 6 plays in development, written by our spring 2021 students and read by professional actors from our local theater community.
We'd like to thank our students for sharing their work and the actors and directors for their time in bringing these plays to life so that our students can hear their words out loud and we can share them with you.
And now, we hope you enjoy these works in progress readings.
Yeah, I think that one's a keeper.
Yep, I'm with you.
Lights up on Rachel lying comfortably on a living room couch. She is having a phone conversation, and there is a sense of secrecy to it.
Don't be nervous, Cupcake. Just take deep breaths. Manifest it with me. Here, close your eyes. Oh, wait, you're driving. Did you hear what I said? Never mind. Just listen.
Enter Evelyn. Rachel doesn't realize that Evelyn has entered the room because her back is turned away from her.
Huh? Oh, right now. I'm at Starbucks. I'm just getting coffee. Cupcake. You don't like it? Okay, no more cupcakes. Sorry. Hey, you don't need to be nervous for this. Just listen to the sound of my voice. You are smart. You are prepared. You are interesting. You are funny. I promise they'll love you. Your looks won't hurt either. You look like $1,000,000 in that suit. I wish I could give you a big warm hug right now. I love you, baby. Leaf? Hello? Were you listening to me? No, it wasn't important. When will it end? The presentation, I mean. What time? Okay, you're coming to pick me up right after that, right? Promise? Huh? No, I just miss you a lot.
Rachel suddenly realizes Evelyn is behind her.
I need to call you back. I have to get my latte. Hi, Evelyn.
Latte?
Oh, that was my my friend. Oh, yeah. I had to tell him I was getting a coffee because that was...
Hey, all good. Didn't mean to interrupt. Just looking for that darn plant. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
sorry, I didn't mean to be nosy. Just curious, who were you talking to again?
Oh, that was just my friend. He's
You good friends?
Sure.
Close?
Oh, yeah. Been best friends for years.
That's wonderful. Has my son met him?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Tyler?
He's out. And Tyler wouldn't really care to know who he is. It's okay.
Right. Do you happen to know when he'll return?
Oh, I don't know. No need in waiting up. It could take a while.
Mind if I sit?
Well, I actually...
Have to go pick up a latte?
I guess I have time for a little chat.
I'd enjoy that. I really should get to know my son's girlfriend. See if he's in good hands here.
Right.
You know, I once had this really close friend, like yours.
Oh,
Yes, we were inseparable in our youth. We used to talk on the phone just like that every day. We were like two, oh, what is it they say? Two beans in a,
two peas in a pod.
right, two peas in a pod. Yeah, we were, boy, she and I did everything together. I just mean to say, cherish those friendships. They don't ever last.
Did she die?
No, why would you say that?
No. Sorry.
We just grew apart, you know?
I understand.
I mean, I suppose she might die soon now that I think about it. We're getting a little high up there in age now.
Oh no, I didn't
It's
mean.
okay. I may not be old, but I'm not young like you or Tyler or Cupcake.
Oh, Leaf?
Ah, yes. Leaf. Ah, he's very much in love with you, you know?
Tyler?
Yes, he's very much in love with you. Do you know that?
Sure.
Sorry?
Yes, I know that.
He loves you so much. I think, and you didn't hear this from me, he might be thinking of proposing.
Oh, that's sweet.
Sweet, indeed. Do you love him back?
Of course, I love him. Tyler is.
Smart?
Oh, yes.
Interesting?
Yes, of course.
Funny?
Yes, he's all of those things.
You love him as much as he loves you.
Yes.
Would you say yes if he asked you to marry him?
Yes. Oh, well, I mean, whew, feel kind of hot in here. Could we talk another time?
Here, I apologize. I realize now that question was a bit forward.
It's all right.
Would you have children with him?
What?
You know, he really wants children.
Well,
And if you don't want what he wants, well, then you might want to think about, I don't know, water that plant, will you?
it's fake.
Water it anyway.
Why?
What? You think it's senseless to water a fake plant? A waste of time? You must pity the pot, right? Why, it's using that precious water on something that will never grow, almost like my son, huh?
I don't understand.
When you tell my Tyler you love him, he believes you. Like how one may easily take that for a live plant. So why he hasn't abandoned his feelings. You've led him to believe that he has a chance. So he's put all his care and love and attention and time and energy and his thoughts and his dreams, and he's put all the sweat and blood and breath and guts into you. And you've sat there pretty, watching him waste himself on you, like a fake plant. Now pour.
Rachel picks up the water can and slowly pours water onto the plant. She stops.
Keep pouring. I hope your hand isn't too tired yet.
Rachel begins to pour again, and Evelyn talks over the sound of the water.
You know, late last night, I woke up to find Tyler carefully writing you a sweet little love letter so you could add it to the stack of his unopened letters, which you keep so gratefully under your bed. I know you never read them, so why must you pretend when he asks? Why? I bet you never realized his tired hand.
Rachel stops pouring, realizing this is not really about her.
And for me, God, do you have any idea how I must feel as a mother? I want to support him in all his efforts, but I don't like to see him fight for something that he'll never get. I've always felt that you were not sincere. I was right. Yet, how am I supposed to tell the poor kid? He worships you. Jesus, what on earth is wrong with me? I don't know why I'm getting so riled up about this. Why the hell do I care so much? He's a grown adult. I should just let him be. Goddamn it. I'm pathetic. Listen here. If I ever so feel like it, I can ruin you. I can ruin it all for you. All I have to do is tell poor Tyler about a little friend of yours named Cupcake. Never forget it.
You're a fucking psychopath. I'm not going to play these games anymore. You listen to me. You don't know what you heard. I love Tyler. I love him more than anything.
Tyler enters and embraces Rachel.
Hi, love.
Hi.
Mom, what are you still doing here?
I was just talking to Rachel.
Oh, yeah? That's great. I'm glad you talked.
Oh, and she told me about a good friend of hers.
You haven't met him. I don't know why. It feels like I always see him.
Who?
Just a friend.
He sounds really important to you.
Yeah. How was it you described him as?
Yeah, he's great.
I'm sorry, who are we talking about?
His name's Leaf.
Oh, I thought you said his name was Evan.
I never said that.
No worries, dear. We all mix up names.
I never said his name was Evan.
Whoa, I'm sorry. I'm very lost. Is there a problem here?
I need to go.
Get a latte.
Right.
What just happened?
I don't know. Tell me about your day.
Well, I went to work, stopped by the post office, bought a wedding ring, and came home.
You what?
Is it too soon?
You don't want to marry her. Trust me.
Oh, come on. No one will ever be good enough for you.
That's true. But Rachel is different. I know things about her that you don't know. Just trust me on this. Don't marry her.
I can't believe you. You're supposed to support me. Tell me you're proud of me and stuff.
Please, son, listen to me. Fine. Is it what you really want?
Never mind what I want. Do you think she'll say yes?
I don't.
No?
No, dear. I can't lie to you. There's no way she is going to say yes to you. I'm sorry.
I'll have to go find out.
End of play.
Two young brothers, Tom and Matt, in their beds at night.
Good night, Tom.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
What?
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Why'd you say that?
Just heard a guy say it. He was eating a hot dog.
You think it had something to do with the hot dog?
It was the guy on the corner by the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I've seen him. Was he talking to you?
He wasn't talking to anybody. He was just eating his hot dog and saying, fuck you, motherfucker. Before each bite, sometimes he'd say, hot dog, motherfucker. And fuck you, you fucking fuck.
Maybe he really liked that hot dog.
Maybe.
He was probably happy. He's always asking for money to buy a hot dog. Maybe somebody must have bought him one this time.
How many times do you think he gets one?
From the looks of him, not too many. He looks like Papa's tractor ran over him.
You probably look like that too if all you ate was a hot dog once a week.
You think that's all he gets? Oh man, I'd get really hungry. I don't like being hungry.
Wonder why he's always there. Doesn't he have to go home sometime?
I bet he's lost. He can't find his way home.
That sounds scary. I don't ever want to be so lost I can't find my home.
Pastor Pete says that if you love Jesus, you'll never be lost.
Yeah, and that Jesus loves us and won't let us get lost. Maybe Jesus doesn't love that guy.
Jesus loves everybody. Don't be dumb.
Doesn't it look like he loves that guy?
Well, he does.
And don't call me dumb. What if that guy did something awful that made Jesus not love him anymore?
Like what?
You know, like kick a dog. really hard. Or pee in somebody's yard.
I peed in the yard once. Does that mean Jesus doesn't love me anymore? I don't want Jesus to stop loving me. I don't want to be lost. And nobody would love me, and I'd have to sit on the curb and ask people to buy me hot dogs. And
That's not going to happen. You're being dumb now.
But you said...
I said somebody's yard. It doesn't count when it is in your own yard.
But why would Jesus not love you if you did that?
Well, there's lots of rules about what you're supposed to do and not do to have Jesus love you.
And that's why we go to church all the time, to learn the rules.
Nah, we go because we have to. Pastor Pete says so.
We go there to be with Jesus and God.
You can be with Jesus and God all you want when you're dead.
I like being with Jesus now. I don't want to have to die just to be with him.
Look, all we do in church is just sit there and listen to somebody tell us what to do. How is that being with Jesus?
There's the singing and the praying. I really like that. We are all doing something all together. It makes me feel safe.
You're feeling safe now, aren't you? Maybe there's a scary demon under the bed.
There is? Did you check before the lights went out?
Hey, I always check, and there never is, because there's no such thing as demons.
Yes, there is. Pastor Pete says so.
Maddie, you can't really believe all that. If there were demons, how come nobody's seen one?
Nobody's seen one, or else they wouldn't tell us to look out for him.
You probably think the tooth fairy is real too.
I got a silver dollar that proves she is.
Is that why you put your tooth outside the door and then you locked it?
I didn't want any fairy flying around the room while I was sleeping. That sounds scary.
It was probably the demon you were so scared of anyway.
Not true. Stop it. Why are you being so weird tonight?
I'm not being weird. I'm just thinking. Stop calling me names.
Did that guy being lost spook you? He spooks me some too. Maybe we could ask him to go to church with us. That Pastor Pete would help him be saved, not lost.
If that is what he wanted, you'd have done it by now.
You're talking crazy. He's probably never even had a Christmas present or a caramel apple at the Harvest Festival.
Yeah. You know, we only get to do that because we can't have real Halloween, right?
Because that's when all the devil's demons come out, Tom. Man, you're really talking crazy now.
Maddie, you gotta stop calling me names. I told you, I'm just thinking. That guy just got me thinking.
You think maybe his family died? That is why he doesn't have a place to go?
It crossed my mind.
Tom? Is that what will happen to us if Mom and Dad die?
God, I hope not. What do you think?
I think Jesus will provide.
Do you, Matt? Really?
Why does that make you mad?
You just believe everything they tell you in church, don't you? How do you think Jesus will provide? You think he'll move in and take us to school and maybe cook and clean or do our laundry and then go to work and make money for us to live on? I just don't see that happening.
Why wouldn't he? You're scaring me, Tom. Why wouldn't he? I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do. I don't kick dogs or pee in other people's yards. I give part of my chore money to the offering, and I say my prayers. I help Grammy cross the street and get in and out of the car, and I help Papa too. That's all got to count for something.
Maybe you're right, man. Why wouldn't he? Guess I'll ask Pastor Pete about it. Maybe he can tell me that that guy meant what he said. Fuck you, motherfucker.
I bet he knows too. He knows everything.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe he does. Good night, Matt.
End of play.
riverfront private campground, Shelbyville, Illinois.
Thanks for helping me set up our tent.
You're welcome. I set up the campfire too. Are you going to post any of this on social media?
Ember is stalking the girls through the bushes, sweating a little bit from her anxiety, and Julia's voice sounds familiar.
I wasn't planning on it. I don't like to post if I'm not somewhere comfortable.
Hey, Julia, Sadie, I watch your Twitch lives. You guys are my comfort streamers, but I don't know what to do.
Are you camping on your own? Oh, how old are you? Why are you so stressed?
I ran away from home and my parents don't care about me. My best friend left me and no one understood me.
Wait, can I talk to you real quick? Like, right now?
Sure, why not?
Sadie pulls Julia behind a tree where Ember is eavesdropping.
Wait, what's toxic about her family? She sends you DMs all the time.
Well, we can ask. Or I can ask since you don't really know her that well. Also, she's never really told me any of her problems. All I know is that we should talk her through it. She probably thinks her parents don't care about her, and if she goes back home, she could be in huge trouble.
Julia, she might never, ever feel safe there. That house might not even feel like home to her, though.
Hey, are you guys done? It's getting dark and I need somewhere to sleep, if you don't mind. Also, I overheard your conversation just now, and yeah, if I do go back, it wouldn't go well.
How did you... never mind. What should we do?
I've got a plan to be able to help her, but you might not like it.
Okay, what is it, if you don't mind telling me?
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I don't like being ignored.
Calm down so we can talk. Here, let's sit in front of the fire and we'll be able to help. What exactly do you hate about your parents? What is so toxic about them?
Nobody listens to me. Nobody cares about me. If I try to tell someone my opinion, they'll deny it and always say I'm wrong and they are right. I can't do anything to please people because no matter what I do, I always get judged for it. I try not to judge people, but whenever I get mad at them, they leave. Just like my ex-best friend.
Do you want me to fix your problem or do you want me to listen?
Listen, I just need someone I can tell everything to. My parents, nor my ex-best friend, never really listen to me. They tell me to get over things fast. They also tell me not to cry, and that makes me want to cry even more.
Okay, go ahead and continue. I have all night, but Sadie might be mad at me since I told her something she did not want to hear.
I have no personal space because my parents go through my stuff. I told my ex-best friend that, and she said that I am still a minor and they're allowed to do that. Also, her name is Olivia.
Oh, then she clearly hasn't gone through getting her privacy invaded. It's not that she doesn't care, it's that she just doesn't understand.
Yeah, I guess. She also has been making excuses to not talk to me. She asked someone else to tell me about her. No matter what I tell her, I always get hurt in the end.
Well, sometimes it hurts to hold on. You have to let go, and that means moving on. You'll feel better after you leave. You'll get over her.
Well, about that, every time I make a mistake, she wants to take a break from talking to me. I forgave her every time, countless times. I can only trust people once.
We can be your friends. We'll treat you much better than her. Sadie was right. Forget about her. If you can't forget, pray for her. She might need someone to help.
Oh, right. She's gonna act like she's sorry and then beg me to come back like she did nothing.
My advice for you would be to let her go anyways. Sometimes you have to walk away and stop watering the dead plant.
Thanks for the advice. It helped me a little bit. It'll help more people than just us.
Sadie, what's wrong?
Julia, nothing is wrong.
You're keeping something from me, aren't you?
What did you say earlier about making a plan of what to do and that I wouldn't like it?
I know you are going through a hard time yourself, and I won't tell her what it is for you. I know you.
You know I was trying to forget about it. It's my past and I can't do anything about it. I know I was trying to have fun, but you know she's a friend I didn't want to lose.
I know you need to get it off your chest, so please do. That's when everything started to go downhill for you. When you lose your happiness, you become depressed.
You got me out of that depression, but I cannot forget about it. How important is this to the conversation we're having right now?
I want you to say it to her, to let her know she's not the only one who lost a bond she wanted to last forever.
My childhood best friend replaced me for someone better. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. After becoming friends with Juliet, she tried to come back to me and I said no. She made the mistake of leaving me. The person she left me for was not there for her at all. Then again, I could have let her come back.
Oh, I didn't realize. I am so sorry.
It's fine, but we all have someone we care about, even you and I.
She's right. You have us.
Have you gone through anything that included leaving someone?
Yes, but it's much longer than Sadie's, so I might mention it something later, if not tomorrow. What are you planning on doing? Are you going back home?
No, I don't plan on going back. That house didn't feel like home. There's a difference between a home and a house. A home is somewhere you feel safe and loved. A house is just a building you live in.
Okay, well, knowing it was okay with my parents last time, they don't care this time, and I'm moving out soon next month. It has happened before, so they'll understand. I hope.
And it just so happened to have been with Sadie?
Actually, yeah. It worked out well for her since her family and past friends were also toxic. And my parents are really understanding, but they're at work, so I'm not going to call.
When did you say we'd leave? Tomorrow or a few days from now?
I remember saying we'd spend 2 nights out here, but we can go back home a day earlier. It's up to you, Ember.
I want to get away from this house as soon as possible. So, can we get some sleep and go to your place tomorrow and explain some of this stuff to your parents?
Yeah, that'd work. We should get on the road early tomorrow to avoid traffic.
End of play.
Setting. Out in the parking lot of their high school after winning a volleyball game. Present time, dusk. Lights come up on a school parking lot with Coach putting her fitness bag into the back seat. She's in sportswear with a school logo on her jacket, her hair pulled back into a ponytail. She is singing and moving her body to something that sounds suspiciously like the Olympic Fanfare by John Williams. Coach spots Erin, who is waiting for her mom to come, and she calls Erin over.
Erin, what a game! What a game! Come over and give me one more set.
Hey, Coach! You were right. The team went all out and we won! We won!
Well, Erin, that was some spike you made on that last attack.
Thanks, Coach. I mean, Alicia took the pass, Danny set me up, and then wham! I was on it.
Erin, how are your fingers?
Oh, they're better, but I'll soak them some more when I get home.
Sounds good, Erin. After practice tomorrow, let's finish the paperwork for CU. That volleyball scholarship will be yours, Miss Athlete, but only if we make next week's deadline.
Coach?
I'll get to see you play at my alma mater. Get it? See you?
Coach, about that, I have something
like I always say, all out, all game, all season, all out, all game, all season.
Coach, there's something I've got to tell you.
Oh, you can thank me later. I know that extra time at the net would help you shine. Aaron, you've got a chance to spike it to the floor. That scholarship is practically in your fitness bag. You know, I know one of those scouts from way back. She loves your digs. Can you dig it?
Coach, please. Can we talk about that scholarship? I don't feel so good.
Wait till my old teammates see you play. It's gonna be great. Hey, Aaron, what'd you say? Is it your fingers? I thought you said they were okay.
Coach, it's not my fingers.
I got it. Here I am cracking jokes and you're exhausted. That's natural after a big win. Go home and get some rest.
Coach, it's not that either. I've decided to apply to Metro. I know it's not what we planned.
Metro?
My dad got laid off, and I'm getting my job back at Sandy's spandex studio to help out.
I'm sorry to hear about your dad. It's good you wanted to help out, but Metro?
With Metro, I can play volleyball and take a second major.
A second major. That's good. You can take a second major at CU.
Going to Metro, I can live at home, keep my job, and it has a great writing program.
Aaron, the scholarship is right there at your fingertips. And the volleyball program at CU, it's got it all. Great coaching staff, national recognition, players that don't quit. I'll talk to your parents.
It's not them, Coach. It's me. I want to play. I love it when Alicia goes pancake to the floor, hitting the ball up. Danny sets, and I'm right there. My jump just right. My arm swings down, and
spike the ball over the net. It drops so short the other team can't get to it. The crowd goes wild. Your parents are high-fiving each other.
There's no feeling like it in the world.
Yes!
But Coach.
But?
There are things that bother me.
Like?
When we went to CU to see them play, one of the players said she has no life. She plays and practices 7 days a week. She's taking phys ed as her major because she has no time for anything else.
Aaron, lots of players balance academics with athletics. You're disciplined, you're smart, and you'll love being part of a team with strong players.
Coach, those girls wear shorts that are way shorter than what the guys wear. How come the guys don't wear shorty short outfits?
The outfits are part of the tradition, and they help keep people coming to the games.
You mean men, don't you, Coach? Ugh, that sucks, and you know it.
It's not a perfect world.
I want to turn our uniforms into a statement. Something like, we are women, not pawns of a misogynist, heterosexist, racist, capitalist patriarchy. We can each have one word on our butts, and when we line up, our fans can read all of it.
More butts? I hate to tell you this, but I don't think that's going to achieve less sexism in the world.
It's not right.
When did this revelation come upon you?
I was buying the Star Wars action figure set, and it turns out that Rey is not in it. She's the main character. I looked at the Guardian action set, and Gamora is missing. And the Marvel actual figures, no Black Widow. There's a pattern here.
You're a smart girl. A girl genius. You like to question things. That's good. Not easy on us adults, but it is good.
There's more.
More.
I want to do so many things. I want to sing.
Sing.
I want to dance.
Dance. I suppose you want romance with the King of France?
Here's to the king. Here's to the queen. I want to fly hot air balloons, canoe the rivers in Borneo, write the greatest novels since Lee's Mockingbird.
What's gotten into you?
Coach, I'm not getting any younger. Oh, I'm so sorry. That must sound awful, you being as old as
Methuselah?
I was thinking Queen Elizabeth.
I'm 45. She's 95.
Exactly.
Are we playing ping pong now?
I want to write. I have so many stories inside me. You should see the women who come into Sandy's. There's this one woman who comes in with a...
You are one of the best players I've ever had, and you want to tell me a story. Let's hear it.
This woman comes in dressed in all black with this white cockatiel she calls Cassandra on her shoulder. The lady says, "Do you want Cassandra to tell you your fortune?" "Sure I do." Then Cassandra says, Dead men rest, wise women bless, the pen writes the page, do what you think best. Then she laughs. Ha 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 ha! The lady turns into a crow, and they fly out the door together.
Aaron, listen to me. You can use your imagination working out new defensive plays. You can sing in the locker room and dance on the court after we win.
That's not the same thing.
Writing is a solo sport. You're a team player.
I can make it work at Metro. I'm not sure I can at CU.
It's a challenge to be your very best.
Maybe I'll go talk to one of the counselors tomorrow. Talk to one of them.
The ball is in your court, Aaron.
Oh, hey, there's my mom. I gotta go.
How about one more rally, Aaron? Remember, when you're with me, it's all out.
All out.
All game.
All game.
All season.
All season. Yeah. See you tomorrow, Coach.
Erin runs off as Coach watches her leave.
Volleyball is life. I wonder. Dance. We could use dance in our defense.
She does a little two-step.
Yes. This ball is still in play.
Lights slowly fade. End of play.
Adam makes his way through the retirement home, trying to maintain a slow pace but failing, tugging at the bottom of his forest green sweater, making eye contact with a nurse from across the hall and immediately putting his arms at his side and pushing his shoulders back while simultaneously slowing his pace. Adam gets to room 38, pauses before the doorway and takes a few moments looking back and forth and enters.
Mom?
His mother is sitting on a clean made bed, white with pink roses.
Well, I'm glad you made it. I mean, I know that was your plan and all, but, well,
I'm surprised I'm here at all.
don't know how you did that. How you could, really.
You know exactly why. How?
Couldn't hold on to things for so long, you know? It's damaging.
Damaging.
You don't talk to your mother for 20 years
It was more than that.
because of a mistake I made, and that I made for happiness,
For your happiness.
for our happiness, for a better life for our family.
Oh, so now I come to visit you after 20 years, and it's just arguing?
We are not arguing.
Adam throws his hands up and sinks down beside his mother. She puts her hands on his shoulders and Adam jerks back.
Wow. This again? We aren't strangers. Shouldn't be strangers.
I told you this was going to happen. I told you this was going to happen for 4 years, and you didn't do anything. You're just upset because for the first time in your life, your actions have consequences. I mean, when have you not had help from anyone? Constantly.
That is not true, and you know it. Stop throwing out
Please. Whenever you needed anything, you had Grandpa, Miles, and Sarah. You act like you never had any help. In reality, you always had someone else, and if you didn't, you find another shitty boyfriend to feel taken care of.
Oh, yes, because I'm the devil for wanting to be loved.
Springs up from the bed.
You didn't get real love, did you? Did you? No, you just choose the first person willing to take a swing. Didn't matter how psychotic.
Up from the bed as well.
You're over-exaggerating. You could never make friends with anyone who had a different opinion than you.
No, it was more than that. You're acting like I'm crazy?
You are crazy. This is crazy. So I fucked up your life for 3 years.
4 years.
Oh, 4 fucking years. I didn't exactly get anything good out of the deal either. Do you see me now? Look around. Where is my house? Where is my loving husband? I don't even get to see my son. That's all I wanted.
Yeah? Who paid for this? Who was paying for this? Me! Because you never got a job that had retirement and you never could save money. So Michael and I always had to give you something, huh? Yeah, I didn't speak to you for 20 years because time and time again, you showed us that we were never as important as a man or whatever you wanted at whatever time. Me! I pay for this. You know, I never understand how you always went to therapy or whatever the fuck. You were still so fucked up. You're always just proving my point. I can't believe you're not seeing that you made my life hell for years for nothing, no matter how much it hurt me, no matter how many people told you it was fucked or how many people told me behind your back.
Who cares? Who cares? Get over yourself, Adam. You are a grown man. I can't believe, no, I don't know how you've held on to this forever.
I do. You made a million promises. You didn't even care to acknowledge how I was feeling. The only time anything would change, any small change, was because I brought it up around other people. And just because you managed to overcome what your parents did to you doesn't mean it ever can or that you even should.
You live in a dream world. The world isn't something you can just create. If you really wanted to, you would have fixed yourself up.
Oh, so just because I don't tell the whole fucking world my fucking mental shit to get what I want doesn't mean it doesn't exist? That was your big thing, huh? Using your anxiety against the world in every argument. But when it came to me, who cares, right? Just because I'm not constantly talking about life or deep whatever doesn't mean it's not there. In fact, I probably never said anything because it was your fault.
That wasn't even what we were talking about. You just want to blame me for as much as you can. Painting me as the villain, you can't. Don't blame me for all your problems. Just because I had some influence on your life, and not as much as most parents, does not mean everything bad that's ever happened is because of me. It doesn't mean that all your shortfallings are my doing. So what? I messed up your late teens. We both know you could have branched out more, a lot more, a fucking endless amount more. You need to grow up. You used to act too old, but you've always been childish. It's not normal to not speak to your mother. You know that. I can't believe this. You act like I did something so horrible. You weren't abused. You weren't trapped in a closet. You just want someone to blame.
Maybe that's because growing up, everyone said parents would do whatever they could for you. Maybe that's because you're always portrayed to be heroes. I thought, no, and you said you would. But in reality, you guys are selfish. And the rest of us, I built a life for myself. I had a plan. I had a support. I had people who cared for me. People who treated me like a real parent should. I had people that cared for me in a way that your selfishness never could.
How many times have I told you this? You weren't treated in a special evil way. You have an insane view on the world. And I always knew, I always worried how you would end up because life isn't a movie.
Yeah? And how'd you know, huh? How did I turn out, Mom? And why is that?
Because you wouldn't let me.
You wouldn't know. Because I'm not bending to your own version of what a son should be, because I'm not obeying your every word. Jesus, I came here because I felt bad. I didn't want to see you. You just have no one else. Me being here is going against why I abandoned you in the first place.
Am I not bending to your version of what a mother should be? Abandon? How out of touch do you have to be to abandon me? The person who raised you, who gave you life, who took care of you until you were 18?
But you legally had to. You could have just had an abortion. Growing up, I wished nothing more.
How could you say that?
All right, because you never thought about it?
I didn't. This is why you never had kids? Because we're all terrible? Because you couldn't stand to have anything in common with me?
I haven't had kids because I know that I shouldn't.
Sits down on the bed again.
You don't know that. Having your brother helped made me grow up.
Did it? Because you always turned into a teenager again for your boyfriends.
Isn't that what you're doing now?
Adam joins his mother on the bed.
Yeah. But I begged you for so long just to get over yourself and over Daniel. I begged for a better life. And I know it wasn't that bad, but I know it could have been better and that you betrayed me. But you never saw it that way.
I was naive too. I just wanted to be happy.
I knew that. But it was just so obvious to everyone that you guys wouldn't work out.
But it should have. I'm sorry. I wish it was worth it in the end. I wish I would have let myself listen to you. I wish I would have, and we could still talk, and I would know who you grew up to be.
Adam pulls mother into an embrace and lets her rest on his shoulder. Outside room 38.
She would never say that.
Adam turns away from his mother's door, shaking his head and retracing his steps back to his car. On the other side of his mother's wall, Miranda is waiting at a dark oak table with 2 glasses of hot chocolate and a pack of cookies. End of play.
A lookout point overlooking a major American city. Time, the present. Mahati and Suman sit very closely together on a park bench overlooking a vast park below.
It's a mango moon tonight.
Say again.
A mango moon. Look at it. It's the color of the fruit we ate this morning.
Ah, you're right. It's gorgeous.
Ah, very clever. I love this view.
Me too.
I love this city.
Me too.
I love being in America.
Me too.
But most of all, I love you, my dearest one.
I know. And I love you very, very much, Mahiti. That is why I must ask you something.
What would that be?
Well, I am asking this so I don't embarrass you and so I don't embarrass me.
Well, out with it then.
Assume, hypothetically of course, that we flew to Mumbai to meet your parents.
Yes, I hope you can meet them in person soon. So,
Would they approve of me to become a member of the family?
what? Are you proposing to me, Suman?
No. 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 This may be a pre-proposal, or maybe a pre-posal.
A pre-posal? Is that some kind of weird Canadian custom? Like eating snow with maple syrup poured on it? Or like you people feasting on poutine? Eh? I've never heard of such a thing as a pre-posal or a pre-proposal or whatever you're calling it.
Well, I made it up. The point is, I'm worried that an Indian man from Toronto will not be accepted to your parents.
Suman, of course my parents will accept you. They will love you, and they will welcome you to the family. Why would they not?
I am not a physician like your mother and father are, and you will be. I am Hindu, but not very devout. And hello, I am Canadian. I have never been to India.
My darling, when you are passing out, you will be a chemical engineer with a PhD and you will have a good income. You, Mr. Doctor to be, have a wonderful family. You are handsome and smart and kind. And importantly, you have no wife. That I know of anyway.
Of course, I have no wife.
My greatest love. My parents have come to accept that I've chosen to follow my career here in America. They want me to be happy. So, hypothetically speaking, of course, they will find you very suitable as a husband.
I know you are joking about not having a wife, but I'm glad you brought that up. I'm also worried that your family will think I am a scammer and that I will abandon you as soon as I receive the dowry. I mean, their gift. And that I will fly back to Toronto and jump right on Tinder to date other women and never communicate with you again.
You worry too much for nothing. Yes, I've heard that a lot of Canadian men get married in India and then take the money and run back home, but you are not them. Besides, my father and mother have plenty of money to hire a private investigator to check you out.
So should I ask for a big dowry then?
Stop it. So, am I going to get a full proposal someday?
Maybe.
Oh, did you see that?
What?
There's something streaking across the sky. Ah, do you see it there? Purple and blue and white. Lights that are moving?
Yes, what is that? Are those UFOs? Is this an alien attack?
Please.
Okay, maybe it is a meteor shower.
I don't know what it is, but it is spectacular. It's like something out of a movie.
Cut!
Lights go up, revealing Trevor sitting in a director's chair. He stands, approaches Mahatikia, and Suman exits.
Very nice. People, let's take an early lunch. Everyone back at 1 o'clock. And ready to go, please? Kia, can I have a word? Oh, don't get up. I'll sit with you.
Yes, Trevor.
Darling, that last line is not in the script.
You mean the line, it's just like in the movies. I know, I made it up.
Why would you do that?
Because it was about the 10th take and I just wanted to give you something real for a change. I felt that the character would say that.
Why would Mahati say that?
Because Indian girls watch lots of movies. Movies from Bollywood, from Hollywood, from the whole world, really. We see lots of sunsets and beautiful skies in the romantic movies. We are all romantics. We want the real world to be like the movies. And we love it when the real world looks just like the movies.
All of that may be true, but the writer did not write that line.
Well, he should have. He must not have done his homework.
He is from Calcutta, for God's sake. He did not include the line, darling. Can we move on?
He's an Indian man. No wonder he didn't write that line. He probably thinks that Indian girls don't deserve to have dreams.
I am not having this conversation. I am the director. I do not want improvisation in this movie, period. Please don't improvise again.
But sometimes the best lines in movies are improvised. They're the lines you never forget.
Here, we do not have time for this.
Like the line, "Here's looking at you, kid," from Casablanca. Humphrey Bogart improvised that.
Here.
And that line from Jaws, "We're gonna need a bigger boat," that was improvised.
I don't care.
And that creepy sound that Anthony Hopkins makes in Silence of the Lambs, that wasn't in the script.
Stop it right now.
Larry David lets his actors improvise a lot of the dialogue in his TV show.
But
All of Christopher Guest's movies are mostly improvised. Martin Scorsese lets his mother improvise her own dialogue in his movies. And directors in Bollywood always allow lead actors like me to collaborate on dialogues. Why can't you?
please sit down.
All right. So,
Let me try to unpack all that. I am not a Bollywood director. I'm not Larry David. I'm not Christopher Guest. And I'm certainly not Martin Scorsese. I am the director of this little movie called Under a Mango Moon. It is a small budget film with big dreams. I am the boss over all the people making this film. Among other things, I am paid to give my actors what they need to give the best performances of their careers. But I am not paid to let actors add or subtract from the script just because that they think that their edits are brilliant.
But Robert Williams had total freedom to create his own dialogues.
My dear, you are no Robin Williams.
And you're so right. You are no Martin Scorsese.
I understand that you were a star of several Bollywood movies, and I appreciate that you were a lead actress in that Broadway show, Bollywood Dreams. But let me explain to you the way they do things here in Hollywood. You signed a contract to be an actress in this movie. That means you are paid to say the lines that the writer has written for your character. Yes, you are supposed to use your beauty and your voice and your actions in ways so that you can move the audience. But it all starts with saying the lines in the script just as they were written.
I know all
Please
that.
don't interrupt me. My point is that you agreed in your contract to take direction from me, and there is nothing in your contract that says you have the power to change the script or to overrule the director.
But we are talking about one little line to help me move the audience.
But it's a slippery slope to let you make up your own lines. If I let you do it, I have to let the other leads do it. And what about the crew? They are following the written script. If you deviate from the script, they get confused. You don't want them to be confused, do you?
This is about one little line.
And when we move the shoot to Mumbai, it'll be a whole new crew. We cannot confuse them either, don't you see?
Trevor, I heard that because of COVID, there's a major rewrite. The scuttlebutt is that we are not going to India. The parents are coming to America to meet Suman. So don't try to manipulate me here.
You're missing the point. Yes, I could just edit out your little deviations, but I'm the boss here. I cannot let you go rogue. I cannot allow you or others to improve the script willy-nilly, or the writer's very big nose will get bent out of shape. As you have probably noticed, he's on the damn set every day. Somehow he has cast some kind of spell over the producers. He has mojo on this set.
So you're not going to use my line?
Darling, I am most definitely, indisputably not going to use your line.
I don't want writer's credit. I don't want to confuse anybody. I just want to be true to the character. So, I will be talking to my agent about this. And perhaps I should use my mojo with the producers.
Well, I will be looking forward to that.
I might also have to leak to Variety that this movie has a director who is a dictator, and who is let's just say he's a shortened version of that word as well.
Oh, well, I might have to leak to Variety that there is a certain Bollywood actress, diva, actually, who is quite difficult to work with, and see if that helps you conquer America.
Diva? Really? Everyone knows that the picture would not sell tickets anywhere in the world without me. So do you really want to piss me off?
Do you really want to piss me off? Unlike you, I don't have a percentage in this movie. I could just make sure that the lighting was not quite right for the love scene, or that your wardrobe does not jive with the color story, or maybe I could have makeup use the wrong blush or lipstick color for some important scenes. The list of things I could do is endless, really.
Trevor, maybe I should have a chat with your wife about the long extra hours you've been spending with the set designer.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me.
And cut!
Robbie walks from on stage onto the set and approaches Kia and Trevor, who are actually actors Annika and John, respectively. Both actors seat themselves on the bench awaiting debriefing from Trevor.
Great job, everybody. It's a wrap for today. I'll see tech at 6 tomorrow, actors to wardrobe by 6:30. Shooting hopefully starts at 8. Have a beautiful evening. John, before you go, may I say that you were brilliant, as always. You made me believe that you are, at your core, an arrogant bastard. I'm a tad worried for your wife and children now, and that's a compliment.
Thank you, Ravi. See you in the morning.
And to you, Annika, your performance in that take was pure gold. I love the way that you stood up to that bully director. I really felt your strength. And bravo for coming up with your own improvised line to help me move the audience. It was brilliant to throw Trevor's own words back at him and to use air quotes to do it. Thank you so much for your contribution. I look forward to your excellence tomorrow.
Thank you so very much, Ravi, for your constant support and flexibility. Because of you, I can always be true to my characters. But I'm very sorry, you must excuse me. I have to hurry to go join my husband. I believe he has prepared a picnic for us in the park. He says that he has a front row seat to watch the meteor showers after sunset.
Of course. See you tomorrow.
Oh, and Ravi, by the way, it's a mango moon tonight.
End of play.